What's up, guys? It's Hitch Good, your favorite all-American freedom-loving gamer. And today, we've got some brand new news about a leak of a supposed playtester from EA has come out on Reddit. And Mr. CalienteBurrito gave us a very small amount of insights, but we're going to get every little bit that we can from what he said on the Battlefield subreddit from, once again, CalienteBurrito. He said, I played 2 levels of the single-player campaign today, guys, and it was good. When he edits it for proof, a lot of people were doubting him in the comments, so he put a screenshot of his EA confirmation email saying that he's a play tester. Ultimately, we need to take this with a grain of salt. That's not absolute proof, and we don't know, but he did give a little bit of information. I do think the fact that he's being so coy may be credence that he actually was a play tester, but we can read on just a little bit more. For as early of a build as it was, I think we're going to be really happy with the final. Someone asked, the NDA, are you allowed to say what Battlefield it feels most like in terms of gameplay? He says I'd have to look it over. They emailed copies. I'll read through it and see what I can discuss. Now, ultimately, usually if you're in a NDA, under an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, you can't even say that you are under an NDA. You can't even say that you're a playtester. Now, I guess it matters what they put in there. If they explicitly say that you can, then you can. So let's look over it a little bit more. Did it have enchiladas? Did it have guns? Okay, well, guys, I'm sorry to say, but no enchiladas. But there is hope for the future there, and we're going to keep looking. When we get this game in our hands, we're going to be looking for the enchiladas, and I'll report back to you specifically if it doesn't have enchiladas. But it does have guns. And then he details his time at the EA food court and how great it is. So maybe he's trying to give us a little more credibility on him actually going to the playtest. What guns did you get to try? What vehicles did you spot in those 2 levels? He says, I don't think this is giving away anything specific, but I was in the Army for 20 years, and some vehicles that I was licensed on were so accurate that it was impressive. Now, right here, I would tend to think that most of the playtesters are going to be between 20 and 30, unless EA is going for a more mature audience and the original fan base, which would be great. But if he's been in the Army for 20 years, or was in the Army for 20 years, he's at least 40 years old now. So I don't know, maybe that puts some doubt in it, but I do hope they get the vehicles right in this. I want the vehicles to be scary. When a tank rolls up on a flag, people need to be freaking out. Crap, there's a tank, there's a helicopter. These vehicles need to be scary. And I hope that in the campaign, that's what he ended up figuring out. Now, listen, as far as the campaign goes, a lot of people care less and less about the campaign, but in Battlefield, it would be really nice if they came out and did something that just knocked it out of the park, gave us some characters that we could really rely on, get to know, identify with, because let's be honest, Battlefield has been a bit lax on the characters ever since Bad Company 3. I think I remember Hannah, Hat, and Wrecker, and there's not a lot of people I remember from the campaign that really stood out. On Call of Duty, oh yeah, you know who Price is, you know who Soph is, who Makarov is, all these people because it was an awesome campaign. But in Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, it's something they definitely need to work on, and I hope they do. Can you go into more detail of what you played and how it felt? He said, I read the NDA last night. It's probably a good idea, Mr. Burrito. It's pretty much a gag order. All I confirm is I was there. I'm a playtester. I liked it though. Someone asked, what is the campaign like? Battlefield 3 versus 4's linear style, or Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5's open world war stories campaign? He says, I can't comment on what I played specifically, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be a traditional linear campaign. I hope that's the way they go with it. I hope the same thing because, Battlefield 1 and 5, I really actually kind of enjoyed their campaigns, but one thing that left it kind of feeling a little hollow was the fact that you spent, I don't know, like an hour with this one character, and they tried to make it deep and meaningful, and they actually did a pretty decent job of it, I think, in both campaigns for 1 and 5, given the limited amount of time that we had with the character. But if we were to have that kind of immersion that followed one character around and just delved into their story, I do think it would be a whole lot better than this open world war stories campaign. I really do. And when you're in a modern setting, you're going to be able to just stick with that one modern setting because you're not looking back at history where you're trying to explore every single facet, every single front of that World War I or World War II. you're just following a specific character, and I hope that's what they end up doing. But that's about all that this guy had to say. I'm going to link down in the comments below or down in the description below directly to this this Reddit post, so you can go in and see if he's updated. It doesn't look like he has. It's been about 2 days since it was last commented on. But hey, this might be a little bit of an inkling to let us know that playtests are going on, if we're to believe Mr. Burrito, and that people might be starting to come forward with some information in the background. But I kind of hope that's the case. My biggest thing, I want to know if there's going to be skill-based matchmaking. I want to know if there's going to be a server browser. If not, the hype for this game is totally lost on me, and I'll probably just go back to playing Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other Battlefield 4 videos. If you're wanting to get back to Battlefield 4, I highly, highly recommend it. Just in the spirit of getting ready for a new modern setting Battlefield game. But other than that, like and comment and subscribe if you would. It's totally free. But hey, if you're looking to give a little bit of money for $2.99 per month, you do get some really cool emblems for chat, and you get to watch all of our past live streams. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video in its entirety. I'm going to do my best to keep you up to date with what's happening with Battlefield 6, Battlefield 2025, or just Battlefield, whatever they're calling it. But I'm really looking forward to getting more information about this game. And, you know, golly, I hope they don't screw it up. Anyways, y'all have a blessed day. It's good out.